Guys, how's it going? Well, I thought I'd show you what all the projects I had going on that I plan on finishing up this summer before I start new ones, my New Year's resolution. Well, we'll start from left to right. Okay, this piece right here, this is supposed to be like a 16th, 17th century dagger they used for the rapier. See, the blade's really thin. You got this cupped cross guard here so you can catch the weapon and turn. This one I did mainly with just hand tools, so it's not perfectly symmetry, but it looks pretty good. I got the sheath and everything. Blade is 5160 spring steel. It's a needle that's ready to be fired and tempered again. And then I just have some more cleanup work and some more fine fitting to do with the fittings. All these fittings were hand done. It's going to be peened just like they used to be. There's going to be no screw attachments. So that's one I plan on finishing. This is a round shield. I use this out of pallet wood because it's rough cut and it's really nice to work with. See, I got some thin strips back for the support, and like on the ends, because there's a couple smaller pieces to keep it flaking off when we actually start to use this thing. But there's this is glued, nailed, and riveted. So I got the iron straps, small little boss-looking thing here, I guess, and but I was surprised at the weight of the shield because. And I think it mainly has to do with, the added iron strips really tips it a little bit. But this is going to be the handle. This is going to be the strap, so it's going to be, the shield's going to be a stationary shield instead of like a Viking shield with a big round boss in the middle that's flexible for one-on-one combat. This is going to be more preferable for somebody when you're standing in line next to somebody. You don't have to worry about the shield's getting kicked back, especially if your opponent's tired, next to you. You're going to be able to stay with your shield. The Viking shield, you have the one. Some of them had a small strap if they wanted it. It depends on the period, but this is going to be mainly your arm is going to be locked in with this. It's going to be something that you're going to want to. Yeah, it's going to be something you can really grow around with. So this thing's a little heavy. I haven't done any more research of how heavy shields actually got. I know the Roman shield was a little heavy, that first shield. Then again, it was pretty big. It was like a riot shield. So this may or may not be overweight. This is a set of Lorica Sigmatata that I started on with, and I based it off of Rise Sun. You're going to notice these back plates. That was a really cool design. I like that. I tried a couple different things with my build. These ones here and back are aluminum. The aluminum kick plate, they look like a brass. I don't really think I like those too much. I might end up replacing them as they break. But the other ones that I did with brass, I like those a lot better. Working with the brass is better. I use copper for rivets. I will talk about copper riveting also. So I got the front plate. I decided to use a pin system. I think I'm gonna have to shorten up this breastplate a little bit. I'm gonna have to bring it in another half or 3/4 of an inch. I did that with the back plate because the back plate was too long. I'm gonna have to rig up these. Now these are the pauldrons that will be attached to these ones here. These are the shoulder pieces that go up and around. So I have those in. I might have to cut out a couple extra pieces for these. I think I might have to cut out 2 more pieces that go this way on either side. And then I gotta trim these up. And this is that round part that you see that's going to sit over the top of these, and then these go in the rest of the way for the bulbs. So, and then as you can see, the Viking style period sword. This is the one I started. I wasn't paying attention towards the end when I was pulling out the tag, and then when I was hammering out the back part here, is that I made this too thin. I'm pretty sure I made this too thin. That, and I had to re-weld a new handle, and it did not work out when I forge weld. I got these inclusions on the other side. This side welded in nice and meshed, and then this didn't. So I think the structural integrity of that is pretty much gone. I wouldn't trust it, finish it that way. So I'm going to turn it to a short sword. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to bring it back out. I'm going to make it a lot simpler. I'm going to make it into a short sword. And then this is an annealing box that I got that I could put the perlite in and whatnot. I finished this up. I did all the hinge work myself. I lined it with some thick aluminum pie plate. Now, most of the stuff I've done, I have videos and pictures of. So, you know, so this is going to be, this is 35 inches. This fits in here really easily. This box will fit up to about 40 inches on the inside, I think. I think I made it like 41 or 42 from here to here. So there's enough room. I can make Japanese style sword. I can make a traditional one-handed arming sword. Most Viking swords I'll be able to make and put in this box. I need something that's kind of didn't take up a whole lot of space. I think I might end up go ahead and putting a lip on the inside of this, so when I shut it, the perlite doesn't fall out. I want to be able to put it wherever I want without the perlite falling out. Either that, or I'll just have to put it in a store it in a bag, scoop it back out, and put it back in a bag. That I really don't want to do. I got videos for most of this, like the shield I have a bunch of videos for. This I have some video for, I think, some pictures. Lorca, I haven't done any videos on this. This was just a personal project for a Halloween costume. I used nylon strapping because you don't have to take care of nylon strapping like you do leather. You have to put conditioner on the leather so it doesn't become brittle. I did use the mild steel plate, so you're gonna have to take care of the mild steel plate, but that can be taken care of. I think I just might, when I clean it up, get it all cleaned up. I think I'll get a armor stand to keep better care of it, take it inside. It's been sitting in a cupboard, to keep it all the way until I get back to it. But I'm gonna talk about a little bit more about like what to use for rivets. If any of you tried doing this and you found how expensive rivets are to make copper or brass rivets. Okay. This is I think this is number 8 copper grounding wire. It's annealed. You don't have to anneal it. You can get like 50 feet of this real cheap for like 10 or 15 bucks. It's awesome. This is what I used to do the rest of my riveting with, because I bought copper rod originally for doing the riveting with this, and the shipping and handling didn't make it equitable. I didn't get enough material. You can use the brass rod from the hardware store, but you have to anneal the brass. I found out that's what the problem with the brass is. And why is it splitting on me and doing all kinds of work? Because you need to anneal it. You can use your stove or your forge, but you need to get it to where it's glowing and then let it cool back down. Then she's good to rock and roll. She'll be pliable and be able to make a really good rivet. Now I have a couple brass ones here, and I didn't understand why it wasn't working as well as the copper did. So, but now I do. And the iron rivets that I use the bigger iron rods that I got from Home Depot for the centerpiece, and then these ones are actually nails. These are just basic carpentry nails. I use the non-galvanized one. I use because you're still gonna anneal them. They have their case iron from being pulled and stretched through all the machinery. So you're gonna wanna anneal them, drop them in your forge, get them to glowing, and set them out to air cooled. Um, you can use a propane torch if you want, or anything like that. But these are all the projects that I'm gonna finish up this summer before I start anything else. So that's all the stuff I got going on. I plan on finishing. My first sword project altogether, which is eventually I go back and I'll try to make another Viking sword. I actually have a blueprint for the sword, so it's no big deal that this didn't work out. You know, I didn't just completely go into that without any kind of mindset on dimensions or anything. It's not really lost. It's just on a back burner. So this is gonna just get turned into a different sword. This just needs some more work. I need to cut and readjust and shape the plate. Other than that, but so far, you know, everything's really cool. I've learned a lot from doing all this stuff. It's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna put out this video, and then the next videos you'll see will be about this shield. The shield I made with my buddy. This is a really cool one. I just wanted to make a dagger. I just picked the Renaissance style dagger that you use for rapier because I thought it would be a little bit easier, and it also would teach me about, you know, the process of the fittings. And you know, I did a lot of research, and weapons back then weren't perfect. They weren't symmetrical like the stuff you see come out. And it's, you know, they got a lot of really awesome machines with modern drop hammers and stuff that your serious, you know, weaponsmiths are now using that really help out with the overall symmetry of their work. And it's great, but you know, it's nice to be able to make something with your hands where you're using the files and just a hammer and some kind of blocking vise, just the simplest of tools. And this one's been pretty much the simplest of tools. This right here. I mean, I used a spoke knife and rasp and sandpaper. I guess they use rocks instead of sandpaper. You know, they use polishing rocks, different stones that they really like once they really get the stuff. But yeah. I also plan on end up making some more tools. I got some better tools. I have a real benchtop, you know, bench press, drill press. I have a belt sander, disc sander combo now. I got a better grinder, a skill grinder. I got a better vise now. You know, so I have some better tools, some modern tools just to help with the symmetry and making things look a little bit nicer. But it's also nice doing wrist work. Now the shield. You know, I cheated with using nails because it takes a lot of work to draw out the steel in order to making your own rivets. But for the most part, this is all handwork. I didn't do my own leather work. This is a way to just quickly, you know, help out with the build without making it too frustrating. I might end up doing some leather work later on. I'm not sure about that yet because you know, I have to really like I'm constantly reworking my shop and how I put things away. I have more hooks on my pegboard. I got another toolbox. You know, I'm starting to really think about how I can utilize my space more because I got so much more tools and stuff and all that. But you know, so I hope the few of my subscribers that I do have, they look forward to what this finished stuff is gonna look like. I know I am. So you guys take it easy. I'll talk to you later, YouTube. You have a good one.